Hello, you know. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, hello. What's it about? Yeah, hey, hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, hello, hey, hey, hello, hey, 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 hey. Okay. Hey, Eddie, come on. Okay, move, 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 move. Yeah, move, move. Don't move. Hey, hey, hey. Hello? Oh,
Sinibi Ewo, Raya Valacano, quarter final. NAK artists.
non è vestito, infatti.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment. Resurgence. Stay alive to keep the squad in sight. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
You just made a fatal mistake! You just made a fatal mistake! You just made a fatal mistake!
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
Mistake!
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is moving. We're returning you to the front. Earn this. Enemy dropping into the AO. loadout drop inbound. Your squad mates back on station. Good work.
Napalm strike requested on my mark.
Enemy soldier incoming. Down to 10. Win this thing. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. We've got 10 squads active in the field. Mark remaining operators in that squad. Hunt them down. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Precision airstrike ready for target. Be advised, still have squad mates outside the safe zone. Target down, marking the rest of them. Confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
You just made a final mistake!
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map. Get hunting. Enemy dropping into the AO. Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Enemy destroyed. Use your attack map to hunt down the rest of them. Target down, marking the rest of them. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map. Get hunt. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Bounty targets are up. Get after them. Resurgence window is ending. Watch your 6.
UAV available for tasking.
You just made a final
Enemy
mistake!
soldier incoming.
UAV standing by.
Get to the safe zone. You're losing ground. Moving. Enemy destroyed. Use your attack map to hunt down the rest of them.
No fuel, no fuel. UAV RTB.
Kill confirmed. Located the rest of them. Squad mates back on station. Good work.
Now that that's out of the way, let's take roll!
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
sequence.
Precision airstrike available. Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game.
Mission timeline over. UAV exiting the area.
You just made him. You just made him.
Switching back.
Got gather moving in.
Stay vertical this time, yes?
Loading fresh mag.
Now get out of my way. Inserting additional armor. Inserting additional armor.
You're in the top 5. Bring home the win. 5 squads still operational in the AO. Top 3, don't let up now.
Switching mags.
3 squads left in the war zone.
Hang on.
Stay alert. Only 2
Switching
left.
mags. Inserting additional armor. Takes more than that to finish me.
Attack up. Get a UAV in the air.
Some of your squad is outside the trade zone.
Severely requesting LGBR strike.
Head to the safe zone. Gas is inbound. All enemy squads eliminated. Excellent work.
Na Crystal Atenafie ego aye sese wusomo enso ane aye Fiorentina ana di se nti we ya match se betotwa ewo UEFA Conference League UEFA Europa League almost quarter final and match se ever in fact another cramp de baako etotwa esanse ohia Sporting aye Braga e Portugal no da womo ane Real Betis abo 1-1 aye de se na Bologna womo tenafie o Ile womo nso ane Aston Villa ana ebo afi so Villa game no Yebenya Freiburg ewo Germany women Celta Vigo and Ebo Nottingham Forest Ekwakoto FC Porto and so ewo Portugal no more game net match and no air matches etoja ewo UEFA Europa League and now no pay me ketire adama my way from that mamen call UEFA Champions League and no that to say dwe and no under 11 minutes na wanya go adama PSG wabra women Liverpool ebo Parc des Princes France me pato on the 65th minute and a Vinta Valescalia and to any another goal at the Emma team and the Gina PSG. Wakuni ba we say 2 goals now. Wamu was and now there's Liverpool Bobo Kono and to team back okra and here the another total I would to media so and a pay me kakra and so Adamana PSG team no since Omani Tottenham Hotspur and so abo UEFA Super Cup no and now there's so omonso no and England opponent bia asia atas ometima so mo on the 6 matches no 6 straight wins and a PSG bobeko no and so nya ntutumi sane manyina eye kama edimomo na Vinta Valescalia yaka player ni jana so obeka akoda ne April na before say round of 16 fell leg no ana Branton ebaye wobabebo game man of the match akwadi amakoda no afe ayade say round of 16 ya second leg and also Vinta Valescalia man of the match akwadi amano yeba quarter final fell leg and also eno ada wo game man of the match asa akwadi amakoda no and PSG for did ye pass after the plan no afi de akura na ye very stronger eno ye nkobaka kwanso etoja ewo dwumade so na ansort akwa kase mi papa yi asa ne ho ya ye nwa kakra eno ada Mohamed Salah bench wa ma Branton ya mobi munsu hia ne se mu hie enkrofo eba no so mo bomo ani ebo game we ne ko bi sa Liverpool head coach and so to say adenti anu ama Mohamed Salah mo bi no say sabo na ka be 20 ni 25 minutes no ni defend sent no ni pese Mohamed Salah ye reserve no ana say ye manage na home se na be ya matches aka no watima bo bi na manfo as opeyi was bi dia say sabio header and so and toss mo papa and team anu ye nsama openya ni tinari and slot at the eba e wo dwumadi so na anu see any PSG game no boy first half no mo had here first half game ya boy and you see after say do say dre enya ni goal no ne ya ba first half ni nyina no you see PSG ball possession no 74%, Liverpool enya 26%, e ba no short bar and also say Liverpool time PSG ebo 8 shot no mo de 0-0 shot back kroma mobi afa shot on target ni PSG ebo mako 9 Liverpool omumo ma mobi na mbesi de nya ho target afa so eba no expected goals your friend SG ni so first half no we PSG na 0.64 goals SG and no mdinya one goal on the 11 minute Liverpool there 0-0-0-0 after about the chances creation Liverpool team no woman create one chance cry better PSG create one big chance and about accurate passes PSG about 325 accurate passes Liverpool for nyamianim about 83 amateur say we man na tese adere ha adwene ye pa kona mom ana Liverpool nya mu ba ko ntutumi se ball na no adom ko boy ne de omu hwie yankasa wo ma nya hwe na yesi kamia se ba be ye ade ye first ever Liverpool sa wo mu bo game 45 minutes na total shot yes you ateso mumbo ba kokra omu ezi 0-0 in fact nyam hanim ni yambo Liverpool abase na o ma ya de papa mo ye mo se ye ne nya de Chelsea na wonya de and mama PSG asem ya kwa de say chance ye creative Liverpool 45 minutes no shot on target o wo ma mo kokra mo se mama mo ya de ya pon game na Van Dijk say yanka mo obi anja ze team no mbo mo na wiaze fa na nyina omo no mo di Champions League do edition omo na so dey say na say league you so entrofo didi ni ade some so match bi ntino ada champion na na champion ta fo mi no akwakosi aso obo ba kwa so no say nyame anim ni eno ada de si ene de Liverpool team no ma nya ahome enkrofo ne bom papa enti eno ye nkoma kakwan so ene Van Dijk mu ade tuta e wo dwuma de so no ada Barcelona wo mu so game na tota Abranta ni Dinari Julian Alvarez and Alexander Soloff and so enya 2 goals no adi Atletico Madrid boboko no eno ada akoda no pa okuba se ekokodi record de na eno we kwampo de time ko menkonko gina ho kwampo nche kwabna de tenie yezo we Barcelona team na emese efi 2016 e band de niaman ko yemfa ma Barcelona ezan se 2016 Atletico Madrid and you film semi final after 2017 and also Juventus quarter final 2018 AS Roma and also no on aggregate and also omu film e knockout stage 2019 knockout stage Liverpool na yomu free 2020 knockout stage Bayern knockout stage no PSG and no 2021 round of 16 2022 so group stages and Barcelona free 2022 yeah 2024 and also the same team 2023 the same team knockout stage and about 2025 and also semi-finals and yomu film 2026 yeah by the Atletico Madrid yes yeah say be Atletico ebetima yes adwuma dia and yeah Barcelona Hosebna Basa say Omakodanom Yasi Conso de Bohiano Pabna way a typical example Barcelona for say Pauku Basidum Omar Yami and Makodano said we did Sebunu now say Obi Tibinka entra fa entra brantenum etanze basa for say yi nanu da ya wobu game ya womu penetom ya against Madrid 2024 say Lucas Vazquez die Pau Kubasi ko ya le ko twai ana sade ne bae eno so ye bae against Benfica Pau Kubasi ya penalty no akwakoye Pau Kubasi eno so money Madrid the airbo return eno so the same thing the Pau Kubasi ekokoye Pau Kubasi the same thing ya womna le club be bawo eno so kokoye foul ewie na teso manyasem wo Pau Kubasi ya nano da ko di yellow card against Borussia Dortmund ya penalty nano da Pau Kubasi kro against Inter eno so penalty ento Madrid wen usa koda we die nyame anim ne konsuo na egbo ahina no typical example pa ene sa koda we ene ye reporter etoja ewo dwumadi esuna etolo ani ate sebe 20 years ne kwabra Atletico Madrid nkonko sewo Camnu Mafia 20 years ne sia de etolo the first win wakwa konya Julian Alvarez nso entra ne kwa ne se ekwadia ma bantense nani adie pa na nano da free kick ewo training grounds watra ya bo be nsia ni nyina wanhye kokra but no other de baako etimi FM de man some ne doso but abusia ebre eni afa se de mu hu de we asia kona endi kwabra dia ye de mamemfa ensia ja ekina ye nyabra na dia kana yetimi enso atwa so wanchi se ahudu nyina so dia abusia ye de masia
okay why there but and then per se any say before Kransana yala no musu betimi abamna
enti me dey ko
oh dey ma akweto obetimi akọ obetimi akọ da se so for gabi to am gabi the for now na mate eye nenka ene anope na said na me ka no say yabo quarter final first leg na wie nyame adoma next week yabo second leg na your teams are so far no obetimi advance to the semi-finals. Now looking at the first and as games na yabo so far no Mosha time ben na dead the answer na alive. For example enra 2 games ebo ye Paris Saint-Germain 2-0 aditia Liverpool Osha second leg no Liverpool bet me 10 time no na omaba be wini and I say dead Barcelona Atletico Madrid game of course and so can and Real Madrid Bayern ne Arsenal so game ni na no betimi the message number na akenkan edi amamo awo eye dwumadi ne so insurance 4.5 Thursday edition ya kwaba sisi so na UEFA Champions League games and na your boy you know of course a review of the games no and so etimi the amount they say they betimi the message number na yakenkan the amount time no the na dead the answer na still na no few say a life teams no ebetimi attend scholar yenya in the first leg. Now before no I'm join my income faith homeopathic center na utemi na no pay me patro diabetes and hawo hepatitis B na dropa oko aye faith ye be sun 10 etimi ediama wo sexual diseases bia and so betimi akoho utemi wo eye problem wani o sha de akura nhuni ye sometimes we read kra I just was on glasses and sana wetimi aye reading patro what's our problem now? Okay, a faith homeopathic center. Na yadiam boss reading na near to us here, and so etimi ediama. Na me say the whole of West Africa. Yen kwan your machine kesia. Yedu jina so ayade no I see you said den hona ebe detector no da fe ya hwe dru na yetimi diama se na be ayade no and so betimi afiu so na bibia no ay kama ediama ntimi so ramu ho na onso enomo encoding komo na bibia nya kama emfama ho paso komase yomo ahinema kokobin Western region your bogoso monso mo nkan mo nkoso utium about betimi afren faith awo 0244 583 859 eno eye number pamcho obetimi any faith enso di eye enkomo no awie ni sa no eye vim energy drink and I make for adiama say osori bia no bi so we dey also now say honam bia no as a bre as a one kasa on chere mfili kwa so boko djuma we dey no me hu ba bia energy no be fi beba onso obetimi dia sorry na okakoyo djuma kama pa me see friend vim energy drink amu obi na dawo enka so me ne vim ni wo nemum mo ahwan energy drink ono so e kama ka chen se da bi me dey vim na mpe sanse no na ebeboa wa no side effects ebeboa na onso timi akwakoye adwuma kama pa na no pay be kamfo ebi enso ɛde ama wɔ na meguso ame ka cho sɛ honam ɛyɛ wo ya tie osori anope yi honam yɛ wo ya paa ti osori free kete so no wasa ada hɔ wafo adwuma wura kran sɛ ɛna wuntimi ma adwuma because the way honam ni si ya no nyɛ sure sɛ okɔ adwuma kra betimi ayɛ adwuma no problem wo de wu tie me yɛ kɔtɔ adura ya to ne din cancer misha to bi nanum sisi yɛ ɔkyena bɛ so akɔ adwuma me ana me ka kyerɛw na cancer misha no sɛ pains no te ɛwɔ onipadua nim onkase mu me patro ɛyɛ atlantic pain a cancer misha kɔrɔkɔtɔ bi sisi yɛ me na me ka kyerɛw so ɔkyena obetimi akɔ adwuma so anaasɛ bi kura wo yɛ adwuma dada abrochefo no mesɛ mo momɛtɔ cancer misha na mo honam na yɛ mo ya ni na no mo nunu bi na bibia ɛyɛ kama enso emfa emamo ezei de tene so ko herbal shop bia abo aya sentimentum ha no also pe cancer misha on sabetumi akabi sanso na ko atonsu marketer o se me pe cancer misha your number ne 0244 871862 eno eye number no enso eno no me pato ye kwasan cable na yakoto yen cables ndina uye fira na wutie me uye electrician me pato eba no eye estate developers ya wutie me na no pay na edan no a wasisi a wo de be ma han ni ade ni na no me pato edu level a eso de cables no gusu na wo ya de a me pato sun cable omo product no na make am for ediama Ghana de ewiabo so da brofo no omo ho no ewiabo de bente se ha hanti omo cables no sa wo ta de eye wiring ewo ufie organ ha ya na ha adwen kakra wa ha no ewiane bossa bonse a cables na nane ena bonse bibia akotere kan pe na afi ekofa jahihye enso timi dia bani tu so be ha nansen obia sha se o switch ade ko eye sankabulu cables no obe ha jahihye ni ade no eso ete wa wutie me odan wa wo ya ne dada no problem obetimi afa electrician wakoto sankablo cables no moyi dia wo so dada ni nyina na mo dia guso me patro jahihye de unya bi enso eda Ghana Standards Authority and Energy Commission adwoma tum etikoto mo product ni bi na onso efa eye wadwuma kama pa eba no flexible cable switch switches sockets multi air lamp holders ni nyina no e ade de bi enso de aba okokoma se eduma ozo be PowerPoint electrical na onso atomo product no bi edi efi omo ensem sun cable lightning Africa 0534 800-832 0534 800-832 ano eye sun cable unya bia eno so ebetimi abo ye pa afeyanko ayen windows and door system na atiefo onsa dan wansam na ye kan so na edan ne bia sesei wo de wires aguso awie wakwaje sun cable mo niam ne bi de aguso ama bibia aye kama no awie no ho bambo ba ko pa ehuhia aya doors and windows so aha eno so hia pa na we love to the etiefo yen sando adwuma no efe na aya papa enti ya yama wi a security de oni problem kra sakron for pa say wo bu udani wo bu window ani wo wura dem akwa wi ade debi ebi ensi da so yen ko an ye doors and windows sabi kron for background no tutu a entimi fam na sabi ababedu ayabone entimi sraw aye reloft windows and door system and American for the fiewra for amutie titiru abroche for amutie show na no pay amodan na mosisi awie no eba no windows and doors na momfa sa contract ni na no ema aye reloft windows no menya ne kama pa enso emfa ema so na bibia enkoyi mfamanti eba no sliding casement balustrade shower doors in fact sadia wan kasa peni bia no oka ebe ne kama enso edi amount na ye kira kwan ewo pechi number 1 on your showroom no enso ewo enti endo anu so de obefren ewo 0537 817 472 eno eye Willot obo number no na na wafre me ba domi enkosua ade egosia computer our Uniat Practical Institute na Uniat no etie for mo ba ye odi ebusa obia akogentete our Uniat don kan kire na Uniat ne de mo stani out mo ye unique our ma fom no and say hono okwa eye 100% practical so enya se onye chio no be ye ba hono on say your computer schools ni bi wa abɛkɔ no atwerɛtwerɛ nko a da bia what is why explain obewie na computer yi onim ho maache me pato union te de oba aside at the theory aspect near the man no you ma 100% practicals and to be no you can say oh your data analysis so what bene pa see the data ye bibi ye de ka bibi ho asem de oh I for nyasem kitokra and it will ko na ye lectures papa na ya lecture papa bi ama mo so be wie no tumi so what bene e ba no air computer software engineering computer hardware and mobile phone air technicians mundina mo nko ho na mo nkoje ehon tete e ba no computer basics and office administration network and cyber security and so we are oduma da ho so and then companies you do na omo promo omo kusua cyber security ho enso dim de no omo ne mo nso no aye adwuma owie sukuu no a se ba bia be ye adwuma ne ade oma ebehwe no oma yibibia kama enso etimi de ama no anya diploma so na wawie ni saa no sukuu no so se de open bia obu a won se de nia da agi saa open regular obetimi akọ open weekends a obetimi akọ open nwumra akwan da ho na distant class and so aye available enti aya na so no watimi akọ na bibia no aye kama pa edi amount kusua computer na ene de computer no ehunya awa abrabom pa yo kuma se he yampa chaw otra insurance for masa wo kokrum no wo de oduru sisan so asifom na wa friend number yi ho no mo 0555 383848 ko na kusua computer na bibia no enye kama enso emfa emaw ene anopai na yawie aye computer ho adesua no ma yanko aye na P phones and accessories na P phones and accessories etevon say so be ha awiane ebo pa awiane ebo enti ebasa ya na madam ne offices awodo no na ho aye shinti se oni aye air condition ma dia ebasa ha adwen pa ene mekamfo aye na P phones and accessories at the amount na meno kasei omo air condition na matete so a come sabitimi and so akabi se ope aye 1.5 aye horsepower ope 2.0 and 2.5 nindina ya tete bo no so ope 1.5 ni se akura 29999 enuru 3000 obenya 1.5 horsepower air condition muna obi anyuda na odi akwakobo ayo dem ana office on na se wonso no bibia aye kama adiama na etiefo de etie unum se wo within aye commercial on bebia wo bia no oma de aye air conditioning bro no ma sa be bibia insulation no oma be na kama pa enso timi adiama umpe wei na opedien apart from that no omo aye promotion bebere auto mobile phone na usika enso yama obre so ho na wonso timi atuatua ne kakra utua half odo Ghana card ebeko na from 3 months to 12 months yama obre no atuatua ne kakra it is all Samsung, Nokia, Oppo, Itel, nom Infinix. In fact name them brand bia no oko ayene na P phone accessories musabe timi akabi enkwere tablet omudusua de no nyina na etiefo de etene se ebi awo ha ebetimi aboa na bibia nso no aye kamentimi so air condition dem sawada krokoto bi sia because a promotion price and na ye dey apart from that no otona sa odin kumase ya sa be installation ni bibia e dey acho free umpewe na onso opedien etiefo mpacho kumase yawo asida house na Academy Media and afi obi ba JK building nim honso yo ho okọ eye aduma PZ nana kwesi agema building nim honso eye ade a yo nkanfo monko eye Magdina Zongo Junction e patro mo so mo tamale no aboabo station home market no opposite Ghana Commercial Bank ho na yewo patro friend awo 0533 093422 na money eye na P phones and accessories and penny for any and come on and I no penny biano and kama and so emfa and my brand name called Yena Inwamu any common emfa but my uncle Air58 China Furniture Limited na Easter promotion in Kem Easter and the idea but Easter promotion in the Orokodo and Yasem Kitokra na hono etie for the tennis unyawura Air5A hono China Air Furniture hono ura ho abonso wa kra no woni si town say na ade ekura me ntɔ deɛ he enkonya bebree deɛ wodi si wo living room deɛ wode kɔ office wode kɔ wasɔre open wardrobe dining set tables ahodoɔ etiefo bebree na nneɛma no si hɔ a wotumi sɛ when yɛ fɛ na konya so ɛfɛ ne quality ni wɔ soro ɛna ɛboɔ no nso ɛda fam ɛno ɛyɛ furniture ho nneɛma ɛno no ɛba no electricals a wopɛ TV fridge air condition washing machine dewa ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ ɛba no bathroom nneɛma a ɛno nso shower taps ahodoɔ modern toilet seat so wokɔ ne siw a woahwe a wobɛka sɛ na ade kura ɛdeɛ bɛni ɛnso yɛ toilet seat so fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ a ne boɔ no ɛda fam ɛba no decoration nneɛma a wopɛ curtains chandelier nom ɛba no carpet floor mat ne nyinaa akɔfa bebree ɛde aba mattress a wobɛda so na waso da papa bi ne nyinaa ɔkɔ hɔ a wɔn nsa bɛtumi aka bi na because of yɛyɛ Easter promotion nti no yɛ nneɛma no nyinaa 50% yɛde ma wo ɔmpire na apɛdeɛ yi mepakyɛw kɔ Kumasi asokɔ ha ya just height body ni ma yɛ opposite the Ark hotel no awɔ asokɔ wɔn nsa bɛtumi aka na so deɛ frɛ 0549 680 030 anɔpɛ yi ɔmo ɛne afoforɔ bi ka ho including Ambansie Rural Bank PLC na ɛkyɛfo mimi sɛ mpesika paa mede sika deɛ mani gye sika ho na menim sɛ obiara nso pɛ sika so ho ɛno nti ne yɛsɔre a ne yɛkɔ adwuma because yɛkɔpɛ biribi na agya yɛn nso atumi de abo yɛ bra na wiase adeɛ ɛyɛ paa ne sɛ wonya biribiara bɛyɛ nanso sika a wode kɔ yɛi ɛni hɔ Amansie ɛyɛ Rural Bank ɛna mekamfoɔ mɔdeama ha wode ɛbosea deɛ ɛtiefoɔ ɛyɛ very very simple so yɛ baabi wɔ na akɔpɛ besi a afei na akɔfa collateral we bra kɔfa we bra na memu obi anka me bɛgye besi a deɛ ɛdɛ yɛ deɛ deɛ very very flexible ɛna interest nso a wɔ so no ɛyɛ kitewose ɛne nti wobɛtumi atua ama biribiara no ayɛ kama ɛde ama wo yɛn product no nso bebree savings account current account susu account opɛ fixed deposit a ne nyinaa wobɛtumi akɔbie bi awɔ ɛyɛ Amansie Rural Bank PLC ntiatiefoɔ utie me na wo pɛ besi a sɛ wankasa nkrankrɛ opɛ salary loan ne nyinaa no ebi ɛwɔ hɔ ayie na aba fie mu pɛ sika na mo de akɔyɛ ayie ne nyinaa no akɔnya ɛwɔ hɔ mepaatɔ mo yɛ ekuo so ho mo pɛ sika no mo de atrɛ mo nso so mo adwuma sɛm mu a ne nyinaa no mo kɔ hɔ akuafoɔ mo nyinaa no akɔnya ɛda hɔ a yɛba mo ɛyɛ loan na mo nso no mo tumi ɛde abɔ mo brama bibia no kama in fact hɔ de full package ɛna yɛde ma wɔ opɛ ATM ɛbɛma bi sanso ɛna bi ana sika bi kura na fira brochire ba hɔ ria ɛne ade ne nyinaa no wɔso ni no yɛ bi ɛnso ɛbɔ hɔ enti ɛyɛ Amansie Rural Bank PLC ɛna mekamfo deɛ ma na no pɛyi sɛ kɔ na no ɔmkɔ adwuma fa sika no kɔtoɔ ɛsiane sɛ hɔ deɛ ɔpɛ bɛsi a ɔmmerɛ koraa na yama bi ama ho so no watumi ade abɔ ɛyɛ obra branches no nso ɛyɛ bebree ɔkɔ Antoa Kuruma ɛhɔ ɛna head office no ɛnso wɔ branches ni bi ɛyɛ Manso Nkwanta Manso Adubia Manso Dayatano bɛkwan sɛ wokɔ a ɔmo bɛn post office no Kumasi nso no ɔkɔ Santasi a Opoku Are School hɔ na campus hɔ yɛwɔ hɔ Sofu Line New Transport Air Terminal hɔ ɔnso kɔ a yɛwɔ hɔ ɛna Akɔkare hɔ nso yɛwɔ hɔ so ho kyɛ sɛ Anwea Nkwanta in fact ɔba ɛyɛ Asem for instance a Kumasi Asem cars campus hɔ na ɛna Roman Hill Kote station hɔ nso no ɛyɛ ade a Amansie Rural Bank PLC ɔmo ɛwɔ hɔ a obetumi ɛne ɔmo nso no ɛdi kasubom na bibia ɛyɛ kama ɛnso ɛtumi ɛde ama no pɛyi ɔmo ɛne afoforɔ pii kan na ɔmo asɔ yɛtena Thursday edition insure passports ɛtifo ɛnyɛ na yɛnhyɛ discussions na se ɛmfa ɛmam Joshua ɔlutu abɔ ha sanso na abɛgyafo nyinaa no wɔ ha yɛnhyɛ discussions no ɛmfa ɛmam Josh. Good morning, Rich. Now to say,
you have a call now.
I'm be fine. You share na che.
Aye, say Austria and Germany could cover games here. But who said, Oba and be fine.
As you know, who's out.
No. Now I want to also now all casting me last now say, oh, Piaco to you because I was
just was a jacket.
Sir.
Kuta diege go igru maybe a upi akoto you like it to aba ya wa shewa ibi unika kitu ebi na holu ndimnya
I see
stress and
but mama mesama wa kwaba
so UEFA Champions League anna 2 matches edna your boy Paris Saint-Germain tifie Liverpool 2-0 omo intimiante Barcelona nso about 14 matches after so about call Camp Nou 14 matches. Obi ntimi show da anura. Atletico Madrid akose sa record no. Omo so about 2-0. Omo so ntimi ante. Minim baby abaso de sha sefi na yenko.
Me say obisa ye TF4 say which of the ties is dead?
Sure.
And which of them can be resurrected? Rich, in Champions League conversations, no, especially at the quarter-final level, said the share and run it Tuesday, no, you can never call a tie dead, irrespective of the result. Say and run the games that were played, no, both games ended 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah.
On the surface level, team a ubetimi aka say a bad ding. Say obe recover Liverpool 4 case no different yebeba ho but yen started from Camp Nou and all share game now Barcelona were very confident that they would get something from the game, but Diego Simeone now knew this season and how he has played his football. He is thriving either in a low block or a mid block. Say only team beat say Barcelona born on the kind of attacking powers that they have. Lamine Yamal, and now unfortunately there was no Rafinha, right? So you would see say the main person that the attack was bent on to succeed. Lamine Yamal.
Rashford don't mean Rafinha.
No. Rashford is a different kind of player.
Okay.
He also has his own attributes. Rafinha is more of a fierce guy. If you want to depend on him in a high stakes game of this nature, you can. Rashford yet play a beer. There are times one of Adaweni Naso, he will come in and give you a very good goal, and you will be happy. But in a high stakes game of this nature, if your big man instruction be, I need you to do this, you may not get that from Rashford. And that's the difference between Rashford and Rafinha.
Okay.
And Rafinha is more of a leader. So if you don't have a Rafinha in the team, and a lot of responsibility is on Lamine Yamal, and you are playing against a low block and a mid block team to say Atletico Madrid, you are in trouble. Now, and now one thing really helped Atletico Madrid. At the moment, they Champions League games to say in quarter final. It's about the moment and how you take advantage of it. Look at the red card situation, Pau Kubasi. A lot of people are saying, say, it is quite controversial.
Controversial.
No, there's nothing controversial about this. Initially,
me and Razi had a point. I was like, Reverend Okoye hiding.
But I'm saying,
I'm not clear. Or a last defender, and also a last player.
Good.
Or prevent you from scoring.
But
and man is a red card.
The fact that your case is beer. The referee on the face of what has happened in that sequence, bet say, oh, you saw on one person discretion. And I'm making decision on the pitch. Sometimes I know so. But to say the rule is very clear. Say a last man there, you must be penalized according to what the rule says, which is a red card. It's a red card. But the resultant free kick was also a moment. And I was saying, come on, Rich.
What?
You see, and taking advantage of that free kick to score that goal.
The technique now branching up.
Oh, you see, you know.
Shabon, Homa.
Pejabon Kakrebi.
A far human warners with me. A branching good effect.
Extraordinary.
Super good.
By all standards. That was one thing that helped Atletico Madrid immensely in the game. Because I can imagine when Tinia and Shesa go now, what it meant was that Atletico need to find a way to score a goal. But mid block, low blocker, you want to thrive on either a counter attack or set pieces like this nature. Into when you set piece, they're not punishing your opponent, and you know that you have the advantage. Go back and defend and try and see if you can counter again. Now look at Solot go. The exact reason why Diego Simeone Edinburgh was what he came to do. Because as the game was going on, second half, back not too long. Now Udina by inside. The instruction is to still play on the counter, but try and get a goal that will catch your opponent by surprise. And then that was what Solot did. Very quick attacking football. Omu pia mo ba box man on so simple. So when you have a game like this, no, and then we share Barcelona for a website, no, and I saw something very interesting. Almost say rough justice. Almost throw score line, no. They said the almost throw match report about the ACA match, no. Almost say rough justice. Into rough justice, no, they were simply highlighting all the wrong things a CWO game no, that could have happened to them or that could have gone in their way. Referee Anjian to my mom. Now, omo ended report, no, I saw something very interesting. I said the tie is far from over, which means omo jomu who say going back to Aya Wanda Metropolitano, no, they can get the result over there. Rich, I will not be surprised if Barcelona can turn this game around.
Including me.
I will not be surprised.
Because me, I know say in the second leg, the Simeone I know will sit back.
Obesa sit back. On Sisa Bibia different from this
Barcelona team. No, if you sit back,
of course,
they will relax and play.
Yeah.
They will come at you.
Yeah.
And you see, in football, they be ameka. The okuta ball no hode.
Yeah.
The bia the onuru kuta ball no hode ntia wa wo defend no.
Yeah.
It's either or special and I'll be to your And me, I know for sure. Saying the second leg, the Diego Simeone I know will defend and the Bema Barca you know.
And Oshe our performance Copa del Rey now. It was a very similar story.
Okay, I'll say
4-0. Ewa Wanda.
Barca
and you see, it is the reverse ACCC where we are expecting Barcelona to go to Wanda and try and see what they can do to turn the game around, which I believe they can do. Because Diego Simeone will still want to use the same structure, nothing different. But using the same structure now, you realize that Lamine Yamal and Rashford will stretch a defensive line in opposite angles. Then if the ball is able to get into the box frequently, it increases the chances of Barcelona getting a goal. In TSC here, they got the first goal at the return leg, Copa del Rey, got the second one, got the third one, they couldn't get the fourth one. And a match the point here. Waiting qualify for the final. Rich, I am very confident that Barcelona can turn it around. And now, Atletico took advantage of the moment, which is very important at this stage in the Champions League, making it the first win for Diego Simeone at the Camp Nou. Now let's look at Liverpool's situation. Rich, I don't be casting you say Liverpool have gone through a lot of difficulties this season. I'm a player in Liverpool. What are the issues? The first one, any Diego Jota off season, answer season number started. It looked like the team could have easily healed from that situation. But Rich, sabi taflache. Se uni obi wo team mu na nipa krono wu in a very unexpected incident, it can affect you for a very long time. But when you analyze it carefully,
Diogo Jota there,
yes,
affected the entire Liverpool team.
Yes,
Samu.
But unkofo hunisa. Okay.
Because we are talking about Liverpool and they started the season very well.
Good. I will explain. But me person me too.
At that time, only Liverpool book game. Even second 20 seconds, now upon Liverpool will find a way to score. Not just scoring the goal.
Yeah.
Win the game.
Okay.
Psychologically, I mean, Obiabaka said team no mentally they are very, very strong. And the everyone has also say Jota way no ni wo ni sabi affected players.
It is one of it.
Okay.
Remember other reasons, no, but I'll tell you why they are now feeling it, or they will now feel it. All you say, Mohamed Salah and Swaba Abontia Bekase Ombubi. After this, in fact, he had 1 year still on the contract. But after we give us Ombubi. But it is clearly because of some of the issues now on it and the slot during the season and now in Tokwa to me said Kasa Bati minimum. So many things were being said about Mohamed Salah by and the slot. When you have a player like this, of such immense impact in the team. Now Okasa same way sana. Everybody also knows that an era is coming to an end. Yes, Liverpool has spent so much money in the summer to purchase players, but it looks like they purchased players without a plan. And now meeting Virgil van Dijk last weekend, and now Omone Manchester City airbo omo FA Cup game now lose 4-0. Okasimbi mami dwene ho san. I was like, wow. Also at the point the team gave up totally on the game. They gave up. But that is not typical of Liverpool. So when you look at the issues that go on in the team throughout the season, yes, they have played and started very well, but the mental resilience that comes with a team is not just about starting well, it's about finishing well. For a team at winning Premier League last season, to come subpar at this level, it tells you a lot about the issues that they have gone through and how it has affected them. So it may not be just the Diego Jota situation, but Oka Bibia Boma. It tells you that the rumors now say Xabi Alonso become the next manager. Mefuaso, and I'll tell you why. When Mohamed Salah leaves the team, what will happen to the team is that an era would have been gone. Now, if you want to usher in a new era, and the players that you have bought, you want to get the most out of them. Who your coach me say Xabi Alonso now Obama onim tradition of the club. Who say he can do something, and that may be the thinking of the managers of the team, the owners of the club. So on the slot now, it may be harsh to say that winning the league and then being told to leave the team after just one season, harsh kakra. But when you analyze it carefully, an era is gone. Mohamed Salah has seen that it's time for him to move on, even though he still had 1 year on his contract. And also all the other players are car. Most of them have just joined the club 2-3 seasons ago. So you'd want to give them a fresh start. But Osha performance and now Mumputi against PSG now. I say that is not typical of Liverpool in the Champions League.
I'm always so confident.
And the worst of all was that they played 0 shots on target. 0 shots on target. It's over expected say going back to Anfield, they will try and make a comeback, which is something that Liverpool always do, or they are comfortable doing. In fact, when you talk about the Champions League and comebacks, you cannot take Liverpool in film. Tried Barcelona some seasons ago. After losing 3-0 at Camp Nou, they came back and they turned it around 4-0 and they won and went on. But this time, those conversations have quieted down. And Mubisa and a slot after the game. In some now, he couldn't even defend the performance, which sometimes is very sad, because as an analyst now, Liverpool, and you expect them to play a certain type of football or put up a certain type of display. Now, Okobo formation it said 3-4-1-2, right? Where in most parts of the game they were trying to defend, but still managed to get some of these goals conceded.
Okay, if you don't say time is dead, Liverpool is out.
You see, a very premature to make us Liverpool is out, but on the surface level, it is almost tilting to that direction, because it looks like they don't have any direction now.
Atletico Madrid, Barcelona.
No, I think Barca can turn it around.
Okay.
Yeah, we also will lose here. But
Atletico,
the Barcelona I know, and how Atletico are very defensive. They have what it takes to turn the tire around.
Abi Solo na Yentuaso insurance over 4.5. I say with Liverpool inconsistencies, it is impossible. Say with Barcelona Romantada, it's possible. Okay. Oh, then they are possible. We did then possible. Anyway, some of you say Richard Jan Emfa kra. Bass or my film. Okay. In the Yentuaso insurance over 4.5. It is I say, Richardo, yesterday you said the same thing. Yeah, that Barcelona win hands down. And what happened? Massa, Barcelona, I can't do anything. Okay. Also the other day, Brian, Dako Grant, I say good morning, watching you live from Coventry, UK. All the home teams will qualify, apart from Liverpool. And also the other day, Brian, and Anopay, and no. Mimi fani mi komo kakrabi bibia na Dezmond also bempire la me come home na yendi UEFA Champions League no ho komo emfa emam yeni dominion heba powder papa na wusi abontia obia edi ho adanse no omo ena enomu ebedi enkomo opani good morning yabunu na what is saying
adomuni intimini nyame adawro ma oma yenkwa foforo iste yakodi yakodi yedi awie na na mrantie ni bia na mu dwo manum no sa num dware sa na domino na bo wo mo ni enim
no mo lawyer bi sha brefie ni na sa na
brefie ni na
na domino
powder iti omo oba ko ebisa me say ade domino na ade bi wo am say ade na na wonom no ya nu ya henan na han na bena ana yakeka bo ana food and transport for approve
okay
inten ade na wuni nyina ade fufuro bi ase eyedu ehini eyewura brofo dro ba kokra nyere enka ho ano se han okodi wieye onum wieye no the girlfriend on no wonso no bi but taste na ya ote no wose mete ne de edaw na ote no efiri ne ge no sisi e different na bribi wo mu ana ana se han esisi ema oba no mo a nia sebe enkambo ne finase nia owo ensufi egu no ni nyina eboa no enti no os dabi menkam no krancha am se brofo droni enti eboa ni pa bebri because no akasa hunu se okokwan so bakopa na onu just minute na ne bema no asaya to formonti ase body se ye mono na se body ni si dua no so a na emre ya ejina okinkan but moment na abrere na brode na kasa no na esi ne ti ase o sisa na ne be ma na tie but o start no mu dominion no hu the difference afa kura no hu se ase ade ni bi asan abeka ho ono no ka na experience okay. And indeed ye ne enum ni nyina di adanse ye mi si asafo me ne asafo anopai ana asafo bi sa me say okay edru no in fact ya no ma che but na ade bu o me share nso na me no me hu difference bi my boss afọ ababa mo technician on kan de kro ntin ana ma adwi ko si ni na ade a me yonku iken ye nyina enu bi ye hu difference wo abusa impeni se ode ni oye nyansafo e beta sabe ni onye nyansafo ho a enye yi omukasa na kire enuro na wono ene ode compare dominion heba obenom na dakrope no empendudu ni mfiedudu a odi anum se nduro no onum dominion sima eho adansidie no wa na obeka enti me kan ma so bi a oti mi nkura nse no yechinyegifo no metana nshire fengwa mi pie pe onso mi mu se me no ye na mboa me na me mfani sika ma no sisi a ni oso yechinyegifo no o sha mu nshire fengwa ni wa sisi a
simple as abcd
wa se openi mi ko to bi na me no me ndi na me ko to na nya adwuma metua ne ka ura sisi a mi be mi kres kapa ma shada mi pa ne mra obi ni obi ti transfer me no ya Mohammed maami bia dance ye na odi na no no se or pressure or diabetes afini ni so ye nkusu onamane nan kokom ne or sciatica enuro be no no mo ye but onom eduru ni ye no doctor ni bisa na se eduru be na onom kosonom se doctor ti mi recommend bi duru de man se eduru be na onom ene kosonom na de ye de ma we fegu ba bi ansade a na eso hu ni se bese pane ko nyina ba intase ne nyasafo ntimesrawo inye moti akrum no akona agudie ho no awie bi yenwie agudie o moti akrum ne mo yesre na de amawo enti de betime nye bi akwa be so nye bi ana se brenjire fam abi wa ha ko every pharmacy bia na se drug store bia obenya dominion herbal powder anom na obi bisa se kwan be na be fa so a obenom no esan sa otike mu tim be bona manama na moti ne nsu hie sa half cup men sa mananya ma dey ntime no ne ba cho obu ha o shane se wonya de bisi ya no akodan no eduru na no oden opani ano de we nya milu o shane o hwe ni bibiri eduru me saka biom hwe no amfa tablespoon anom tablespoon antre ne yo mahudo mi no de yeken ebeko yo bi say tankora ho asem ne ken da bi tablespoon atrekese ana teaspoon ye de num tea atreketo me ba cho sa atreketo na ba ko fa nsuo hye half cup ne fa gum wodi gum ya num ma nsuo hye na nya se kakra sa anya se a wodi gum a ebedi nsu eni na fe wodi egum no anom no ma na dwo kakra na wasepo se de onum tea na se wanom enu achi ansa na wadi anopa ana se nwumre onum wi asima bon se fifre te wan no kre ahya se yeren adwuma nia otena ka mu anopai ana oko Easter ana oye watchman adwuma oye teacher ni police ni na oye wi otena se pepre ko pesima na na ya se atatai mesre se ni pa na se onka na kuma ntoni enye duru enye obi na akotia na duru so na no na obi checha se mu na oka se
obi kura be ka se ya bodu
ya
ajusi kedi
kwa enye ho ba bia o problem mbrabo we nya problem kese pa intabana sa obo kokko before kwa adwero mo omkro be so msakro madwe no mu hu se dem fa so nko ngasem mo modern so be ko pe dominion heba powder na onom no de go si shinu wias obuku se online na ye utichinu a odon saka onan ya na tom sa problem na be yo mbrabo no adwuma kane ehoro afina wenya ahoden na moja no edi fusani wo nipaduam ne onan kokom ne ohini mu nyina ehoro no afino wo de ho dance ye no akoma ewrade on a decide mu de na doctor Penny needing Prophet Dr. Joseph Mensah company needing the Dominion Herbal Company to mesro near our stroke mesro on come to name I nano
since the stroke no dey hu
Penny aye hu in Canada
can you not give him stroke penny phone be no
crowd the two man they be crowd the two mama said that me one but then to abena stroke because on tia yes the intia adults no kane nanka galamse ni ade e wo de ba ne ni osa ene chemicals na 90 divisi ni nyansa yanka hunu se me no tie yi unya fufu ni enwa nkwan a anase bunabuna so bedi but kontobre ni banchi ni biwa bebi efri no efri bebi e galamse ni ade na ade be pia santimem ne nkran nti ene enim di form ya tia se ye di kontombre ne wa santimem kupi obo ase ni ade yenye careful na me na omi ye be dey careful
na de graham baby free
woni bibi free akonta enti sane meni nyina na ye di nuane nduro na ye di no emu ahode na bi ni obium enti sima obedi no obonso obedi di ewie aduane anka wodi wanu so fi so yoke no na wakoma asha ase yeren na yo ya no wani so biru afi bibi obebia o nante ahana ya mo steps obe nante ahana ya na fo bon se ma bre enso onya hwie be pa cho mesro se yen hwe ya brabo yie ni ebetimi aboa ye nti na esi dominion no eye general well being ebe make sure say umoja ide fusane ni ade nyina no ebe huru moja fi nyina o jonso na o bere na o tiem na se ni o so dae se ni obi do ka wi odu sika brɛ ya de momoden de mpese me kan say o ti ya obi o be memu a mesro me fancy e ma sister ne brɛ rodo e ma sister ne brɛ momoden na yenhwe se adanse di bo ebetima abo a se ebi su nu a yenko na mo ni ameka kire omo muti ye ne se omo nyi telephone number we
sure ehunya pa
esan se me be sori ano no ji telephone number we bo modern se obefre 0543
158
195 0543 158 195 ena 0245 455 740 sana mawede bia ye ba de twa to no ye na ye tai kan 749 sana eyen komso
okay
na ye komso oni ba ko kra no kwa de so receive call da sana e ko be fufuro nti de ye na ye twa to no so bu na ma na me ba cho 0
okay
nti ye sana
yensi sana ma no so bi na ye mfa nkomo ni so
0245 455 740
0245
455
740
bi obinya biato oban sire fem obi wa
sure
da se na ebesensia
edamase dominion for nti atiefo said yaka no for general well-being ye me refi o America for no say ompegu America ombede no maje quick na nkwa ya la ho omo America no mo pebi den
oni ana omo so mo pe no mfa na manema
okay
I'm the mawa through you.
Okay, Machi. That's it. Then we in common so Thursday edition of Inshada Guitar Passports. So with our discussions, UEFA Champions League first leg of the quarterfinals. Is ya boy we na and then common yenum na need. So games in Abona so far no tie Ben Aviews are dead. Tie Ben Aviews still na the second leg, you know. Bibi bet me see, Odu bet me. I do message now for YouTube and Share TV. Na I can at the amount. Bismarck Usubempa Ayala. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now what you saying?
Oh, Nyamiadum, Nyamiadum.
Nyamiasi. And no magic to know.
Yes.
But when you say me game na, and na it be seem to me say na o kase. So only thing be ba.
And you good.
And
you cry.
And you bad.
And yet, I know what you say. Or you drew her. The road to Budapest, no. Jenny Bia have already mentioned say it's going to be interesting. Champions League season, Bia sanity. The twists, the turns, they are expecting everybody, they are expecting everybody. Even they are expecting the crowd how it will come by. And it's some money now. A couple of the Champions League near there. And that is why in club football they say it is the best competition we are seeing. For me, this season, you know, is living up to expectation. Bah! Now, I know I have 2 games are now considered that, and then you have the 2 games are also Enra also, and then Enra. Let's start from this year. I was Spotify company. On him say, since Diego Simeone El Cholo, ever the coach of Atletico Madrid. Waba Spotify company maku 18 onwini ba kumpoda enti Enra he was making the 19th trial say odi Atletico Madrid team no ebe show Barcelona in all competitions they be obeba ho bia ultimation against Barcelona. I was Spotify company Enra there Namia Yenadon. He has gotten his first win on his 19th trial. But he was going to get that win on the 9th. Undeviating from the way I knew Sir El Cholo won the ball. Solid defensively and wait for the moments in the game. And until our numbers now. Now catch us oh, Atletico Madrid we need 2-0. But Omu coach Diego Simeone say oh okay. Then that explains why. Because Rich say Oshe Opta analysts Omu numbers Omu put 2 together. Barcelona have 58% ball possession to Atletico 42. Barcelona was 7 shots on target to Atletico 3. Barcelona bought 18 shots, Atletico bought 5. Game na ye boni nyina mu possession ni shot on target nyina. Barcelona enya SG of 1.21, Atletico is 0.45. And so she 2 Barcelona and Chevy. Until you clearly understand, say this is typical Diego Simeone tactics, taking advantage of very 2 good situations. Wonderful free kick, then Arantia for Alexander Soloff pounce on the cross, boom, 2-0 Barcelona and Tinia Hoshe. Now look, I love the way Diego Simeone ever set it up in the 4-4-2 no? And me catch it will be say this Atletico Madrid team and the way they are solid defensively no? So only Barcelona win or go win or one Metropolitano ever to side game you may be wrong because in that game Oreste Alvarez, Oreste Lukman, and look who said no, he is planning a certain way, a way different in the Champions League than in the league. Why? Because in the league, which on team in G League, you know, Oni say. Enti opa be share 20 league in fire ho. League no only Real Madrid na play. Onu kwa we mama. You are runaway leaders and as a winners of the league. But in the Champions League, Mebo and use the best of Arsenal. Now you see, and I mean, after the game, I was watching on Super Sports, and on my interview of Ademona Lukman. Okasa we and a partner and say, oh, Solomon Kalu, and Kabi before they look Manakano. As soon as Solomon Kalu can say, oh, on say Ademola Lukman, and I just watch it. But the kind of football now, Obo and Diago Simeone, and your football no Ademola Lukman epe. Because in games like this, he must defend giddy. And the work ethics of this team by El Cholo, you must play to his tactics. In Tienra, or the Antoine Griezmann up to William Alvarez and no more Makaladi. You have to be in that discipline, 2 lines of defense.
Now we are seeing better.
Ojina here or Katremo. So Massa, of course, yes, you're mature. Yes, now Obia must do his job. Now, any of Barcelona will be here. Barcelona have seen this over and over again with Tomu 4-3-3, Cholo, and all defending. Barcelona played well. They were able to find Rashford more, Lamine Yamal in certain situations. But the fact that Barcelona any chance no aseno, no only chance no aseno, no only chance no aseno, no. It played into the hands of Atletico. Say they build their confidence in the game. And it's always no first half. Say, and your man go ye, Barca to get the goal. And Enra, catch me say, Barca home for mana who park in the suno. And yet engineered by the kind of James Bebri and Atletico Madrid for neighbor. They have played them too many. And as a Barca fan, they don't even see the Omobo new game. That is what I am talking about. A day to play in a certain way against a team only the boss, and they were very, very disciplined. Now, you know, the game started to change
after the red card
with the Pau Kubasi red card.
Was it a red card?
You see, anya unkwana obusame. Yebra penny Samuel Anini, our Finland, ebusame the same question. And my answer to him will be the same answer to you. Rich, in the modern day football, we've seen this red card given a lot of the times. And to see I give you a Chiamasona, Sanya de Mama. These red cards have been given in a lot of games. Yes. For almost too much pro Barcelona. For no money, almost be I'm making some arguments. Say Usha the way a golemo. Ankasana a tone in Iowa na China. They will never say, or no, or initiating contact. And I think that this cam video gives you a clearer view. You can't tell Kubasa on sign. But I have a page and nine. And often a cheat. And I know what kind. But Rich, you see, in the modern day football, defender, any attacker or kwakoshebu, the initiation of the contact, whether it is from the striker or from the defender, once there is a contact, I impede the striker. There is no way any referee at the home chow. Until I know my referee was there a contact? Contact never does it impede the striker now or clear goal scoring chance now. Once he's able to take those two boxes, and I am happy say after the game, Pau Kubasi goes on Instagram and says he takes responsibility for the red card. Case closed.
Oh my brand and ask Mateo.
Case closed. Case closed.
Go to Murano. Or was on canopy. Red card.
Time a pass neighbor. So you're a defender, you need to read the pass and position yourself well. But my pass in you now my attack and a football and lead you say Kim.
Any form of contact be other in business attacker, you are in trouble. Pao Kubasi understands that as a defender and he has taken responsibility with his own words. Now, Rich, Senki Ebo game no be the record. It doesn't give advantages how unless you some form. Now, right after the record, 2 minutes after it, let me call. Me found my phone and call Twitter and Musa Krebi at say Senka Pao Kubasi him say Ulen Alvarez ebe free kick nasa and then ko jama gulem ko share because then it's a goal but you have 11. Rich, why did you say Ulen Alvarez who scored that wonderful free kick?
Ranting as a go.
There is a fan come until we can watch it. Rich, look at the angle. There is no goalkeeper on the Tinyachi.
Everybody saying it.
And that is how you win games, BCSA. When you get the advantage, boom, now, you make the statement. And I'm telling you, Rich, time a free kick, you look at the demeanor of the Barcelona players and they knew they were in trouble. Right from the red card, then they are down by 1 goal. In a flash, that is football. The details of how you move from a winning position to a losing position at the highest level of the Champions League. This is what we are talking about. Then Soloff added the second goal. Now, Barcelona for say, Omo Asembika or game now. And it started from the coach. Hansi Flick after the game say, Sir Muso, any pobel, go kick na. Goalkeeper no ebo no ma defender no say ombo na osade ne nsa so mu no Hansi Flick say there was a clear red card because now people is already on a yellow card. There was a clear red card and a penalty for us and Obusa said na VAR away in this situation. Now Rich, do they really have a point Barca on this matter? Me debi ameka say Senka me obi o mi tie sports. The reason why I will listen to Asia Power Sports and say, Rich, when it gets to BBC say, you don't have to dwell much on your opinion. Oh. Football is played by the rules and brana. Enti ahe fa na me de me radio to a and I'm tuning in say me ko show YouTuber. Obe cheche me mrani mama ma say okay. Enyo onu na di no de kan. But say na mraneka. Na Rich, what happened in the box? A goal kick situation. The IFAB law is very, very clear on goal kick, with law 16. Until law 16, IFAB, eka the goal kick. Now, Rich, you really make it to every. You started from 16.1 procedure. Number 1, or say the ball must be stationary. Now, also born, and look as a movie also born down. The ball must be stationary and is kicked from any point within the goal area. It's a goal kicker. I also born it down, and you can say move it down. But I also that within the goal area, so small box now, I won't go keep on any more to pay. By or say, and the ball must be stationary and is kicked from any point within the goal area by a player of the defending team. And you want to go kicking on one when you go kicking on one hour. Now, number 2, the ball is in play when it is kicked and clearly moves. And once a ball, a movie, according to the laws, the ball is in play. The ball is in play. Opponent must be outside the penalty area until the ball is in play. And it's also you go kicker opposition team no. Me play even when they want to press. I know where Lami Yamane Rashford no me penalty box next. Odo na kan afi no master team ball so that is how it is. Nti Samuso de ball on to the ball was stationary and now a movie. The moment he touched the ball was in play. Now, Rich, to kill this argument of whether it was a penalty or not, let's read 6.2 offenses and sanctions. I'll say number 1, if after the ball is in play, the kicker touches the ball again before it has touched another player, an indirect free kick is awarded. That's a ball. No, wa ball in the wa. Wa would na be kasa una ball goal kick no. Untimi san touch ball ni bi above for an M9 ball. And for instance, goalkeeper muso after touching ball, say na pubo M5 hon ka ball na untimi san fa na hon be on hon be ka bi mu a ye be di indirect free kick e dey tia goalkeeper no. And what also can say, if the kicker commits a handball offense, Rich, number 1, a direct free kick is awarded. And it is a goalkeeper. Ubo free kick. Ubo goal kick. Now Ubo goal kick. Someone say your goal kick goalkeeper jama players bebo offensive of half players bebo. So Ubo na Ubo on the ball unsa. Yabe awarded direct free kick area tiao. But Rich or say a penalty kick is awarded if the offense occurred inside the kicker's penalty area, unless the kicker was the goalkeeper.
Okay.
In which case, an indirect free kick is awarded. If when a goal kick is taken, any opponents are inside the penalty area because they did not have the time to leave, the referee allows the play to continue if an opponent who is in a penalty area when the goal kick is taken or enters into, I don't know any the echoes for Rich. If you read this law, then Barcelona Fono really have a case to say that the referee should have taken a penalty. Yeah. And the Hansi Flick is in the goal for one say, yeah, for the referee no, yes, the referee got it wrong.
What about the VAR?
That is why the VAR is there.
Because I'm no.
Say any obvious error a penalty situation biano enu na mo ho mu kutambra no you review it and tell the referee say e be way who say but the decision was taken a clear error went to me and that is it for the Barcelona game no.
Okay.
Enra na me show Barcelona match no enti I didn't get time to watch live Paris Saint-Germain Liverpool, but before I watch the game, Rich, Omubo game ni we na I'll finish in the next 1 minute. Omubo game ni we na. I decided say before I go and watch the game full, make here the comments and free coaches in Oba. Rich, then I knew what happened in the game. Because one, I'm a slot Liverpool coach, you know, I say Ohabo no Omubo in 90 minutes now. Nyankopon ayo madum pa say omu consider only 2 goals. Because born at Paris Saint-Germain no boy na anu edin dodo. Liverpool coach o. Then Luis Enrique betwa nam to so say eye me yase 2 pe no mutimi share. For born no boy na so committee share bebre. Na mom no sa na buy. So I decided to visit the numbers, Rich. And what they are saying is the true reflection of the numbers. 74% ball possession for Paris Saint-Germain. Rich. 18 shots for Paris Saint-Germain to Liverpool 3. How does Liverpool play and not get any shot on targets?
Yeah, serious.
Serious.
Liverpool.
Yes.
No shot on target. Liverpool.
Rich, they have 0.18 SG in 90 minutes.
Imagine 1 shot on target.
Paris Saint-Germain was 2.20. That is how dominant.
That's a ball possession 74%.
Yeah, 74. Rich, 74 to
Liverpool.
Omanti no mammo. Now only sir dominance in Rich. Vitinha in his element is special. On the night I know about the 50th Champions League game for Paris Saint-Germain. Rich, look at according to Optano
heat map.
This is what they call the zone of control. Our park and so. And see, within the 90 minutes. Baby, a Paris Saint-Germain control game on the power park and so. Rich, it almost everywhere except 2. Liverpool boxing and this Anglia. The academy now was controlled by Paris Saint-Germain. So what is the Paris Saint-Germain? I dominated possession and as an opponent say, Rich. Then it is Vitinha. 132 successful passes. Only say Enra game no boy, only 6 passes per and a Vitinha boy uncle. And look at Vitinha and the passing sequence. Our parking so incredible. Rich. Paris Saint-Germain team said you. And Mami
say I can say that no was swing about bodo.
Medium massive very rich. What would this video be? Adia Paris Saint-Germain ya dey won pa. The way work composer to play ball we to draw you in to as if say oh yanko e kwa koji ball on sankada na rich onye mistake na move say wo beji ball na the way they are able to pass you around and only say so uko Europe see ya upetima rich omo pace pa from all angles into they draw you in, you follow the ball one pass behind the defenders. They played behind. They know say every player in your team are capable of running more than all opponents, and they will come for the ball. And this is the Galaskeda goal now. It was as if said born any baby. And one thing I love about Paris Saint-Germain is Rich, any team in Europe, they've shown they don't really need a present striker to outsmart you in creating chances. And it's our map where there is no striker within this zone. But Rich, how their players are able to run? Oh, Vicha goal. Oh, maybe already free. And the pass, on your box, it is as if say Obono Manai all his life. So composed with an instinct of a striker and is able to finish off the games. Liverpool last 4 away games here. Lose Rich. And no man could hear my Liverpool. Last, they say there, who problem na share English team and na Paris Saint-Germain Rich. In Pablo no dey come from Man City last season only Liverpool last season only Arsenal on say Aston Villa this season or say Newcastle this season where Chelsea he is on the brink of so sabe team you friend Liverpool they say the Paris Saint-Germain there we English team now ba na ye the one man now maintenance no quickly answering your question. I think the first item is dead will be the Sporting Club de Portugal as now one.
I mean dead.
Yes.
Okay.
May as in rank win the first one. The second one will be Rich. The Paris Saint-Germain Liverpool game. I think the way they dominated them. So Liverpool born whom so say or Samuel throw caution to air because also Beshe go against Paris Saint-Germain. Now so in that perspective, until the PSG Liverpool will come in my rankings in terms of games like we say dead no. Then the Barcelona Atletico Madrid one will come.
Okay.
I think yes, Barcelona was slim chance, but it's going to be very difficult. They are very open. It's still the Bayern Real Madrid game, and then they are Europa League games and the Conference League games where they mature that you can just take a screenshot of 2 betting codes per just 2 for the combo Europa and the Conference League who will be me social that may also say you have it even in the morning cry but only me social now we show no now open bet code be at the chow bet and then for Europa League in the conference now 2 codes BW4C 7FF C3C BW4C 7FF C3C and a BW4C 803 F54 BW4C 803 F54 which might take a screenshot which might come socials X also empire like verified don't follow Oko Facebook so also empire hyphen ayala no follow share verified and ayala sports no follow benya sa no ma we nyina ewo eho enomo na etimi akoye ni rich mami musa was asking me answer na matense asem bi enchi bi abekwa control to social media and it is about a blasters coach say eno na ye discuss say process na say di pe coach no honorable Kofi Adam Saka say on enchi obeboyi say omo pe a short term coach for the World Cup na yebo World Cup ni wia based on senior World Cup ni koye then we will take a long term decision on your coach Rich and no, I'm catch you say me I disagree with the short term way. But me say me busa was sembio only a T4. What if the short term approach no? Because coach be to say have a rena. I catch ye F and penny for say he has a last job of taking Saudi Arabia to the World Cup. Onu omoko World Cup ni wiye Kim. Onu omawiye. And he will come and take the Black Stars job.
Okay.
So if the American yanokra mi busa wo ne omomutie in their minds with this information, will it be worth it them to say, oh, okay, so having Rena Beba after the World Cup there, now a man, my assurance on Obeba, and yeah, young coach short them, find a coach on the World Cup, oh yeah, young Jan Coin, not Yama having Rena and Brammy Edgemed. A risk be I would say, a what for us to take.
Have Renard, you see. I mean, me can't say a war Austria. Coach back when he did bomb team first, no. And me catch that chikra.
Oh, okay.
So only the abandon the African terrain. I mean, he knows the job.
And then go be happen. Gonna follow happen.
It is a wakacha so your man and co-work up number. I think it's in the right direction.
Oh, the OG say
it's good.
If say onunti and omo yes we are
problem. But I think since a nurse had ya and came to Adon Comra.
No, say you were not even looking for a coach.
Okay. I think okay. So this is about when you exactly. Okay, fine.
That one I agree. It was never on the table.
That one I agree.
Yeah, probably na yepe coach no. And this asamami could be possible. I'm not saying it is a fact.
Yeah.
We've already said we are building the story. This search for Black Stars coach has a developing story. The biane emu sema eba. Enra ye be church emu say empenyin for the air from your decks. I say they are looking for a top coach. Our World Cup experience. And that the process no more ede kono is as part of it omo pe a short-term coach. Obi odi ebe ko World Cup ne nko for now. And then yaba ni ebusa say sa decision na ebimu ne everyone ya ebi nu omo nyadwe no. If it is hinged on having Rena and Koma Yedia, is it worth it or not? Rich, you have given me your answer, but maybe I'm still in between.
Mami come on sombra. Na me ba ma me reasons in here are still now no we in between. Ya kwa man so na said in na anim no nyame ya adoma Ghana man fair no enso baso. On ya catch am say fair yas no na obenya Ghana bibia. Entire yempaboa ye bibia e can be defa e Ghana ho na e pese portrait at the outside world. And nti nyame ya adoma dwumadi no e baso no na me gina so na makwa so ye ne abi fionest empenifo edi eye enkomo na nyame ya adoma omo so dwumadi no omo e ba ase na hwedien ne dien na omo so edi hu dwuma na afei also ba dwumadi na ase ahun se de obesi ni omo so etimi edi am say mama say eye omo tilo munya na omo fo omo mra na yentoa eye enkomo no nti am say ya like before say be twen so omo ba no mama nti o reason na still na no feel say it's a very bad decision here say be call for a short term.
You see, I'm not saying it is bad.
Okay.
I am saying say maybe the medical share me opinion say I don't agree with the short term way. That one is well documented. Then we are introducing the caveat of what if it is because of Harry Rena. And also okay, say if it is because of him, what there as also your mom Harry Rena and for you you want it. And I make her say Mimi Jen Fifi kakra. And Fifi and Mijani say, Rich, in this football world away, be anyone, Brony Becker say, cast in stone, and a absolute say, oh yeah, a bema resource. And Timino yet, even though Kofodo do not give is a good coach, ye kofane ba obetimi aboa blasters am ye wini AFCON ade no Rich, it doesn't mean say ye kofane ba ya ye be wini. We can bring Aburena and still not win. Because after Zambia, after Ivory Coast, Aburena has taken Morocco to the AFCON twice. They didn't win. And yet say you sacrifice me beer for him. Na you know anything na Obapena we will win.
I mean, and the result cause Saudi Arabia and Greece.
Oh, the emphasis Saudi Arabia, they are different terrain on the African continent in the context of African football. Or you super. But I am saying, say, and you 1+1. And you change na ye ex now go having na basket we are going to win the AFCON. It will be a risk we will take. Now, sa risk, you know. Say, we will take some absolute risk, you know, and not give any other person a chance. And for instance, process CIA for me. What if CIA ready to pay? Na ye bet me nya obi nso or ye top coach who is ready to go with us to the World Cup, get to know the team through the tournament, not take a lot of risk with the expectations of Ghanaians on the World Cup. And say so, me bo World Cup ni we are. I would have an appreciable time to have studied the team at the World Cup, know the players or musubai baby and tosini. Say me sa akonya after playing the World Cup. Say me ntoaswa. I can build a very, very good team out of the World Cup experience and give you what you want.
But you benya top coach. Or you ready say, look, Edman mo de mami based on probation. Me the more World Cup no. Now if we are based on me performance me exhibit World Cup na no. Say beto aso e betre. Say ento aso so ye betre. Sa coaches top coaches no benya bi. At this point.
You see, that is the reason why
so me ko World Cup nko aba.
You see Rich, also you know. We are not on the side that you want the benefit of say briefing from the process. But Honorable Kofi Adams is the echoes in your catch them. And see, a better than Honorable Kofi Adams about on Taba catch us. Oh, Munshe ni more from a night to Friday. Acha Monday, coach. It means he has been told he the short term. No.
So then what happens to Harvey Renard?
Harvey Renard has only name as Harvey Renard on. It's not coming from any source.
Okay.
I mean, I'm Dimitri Kase.
Okay.
Asem ehona se unya dance here. Ye chasem no be the dance here. One of the reasons why probably short term no is approach obi aye pe the pa bi am my assurance be say after the World Cup he will come, and it makes sense. Rich, probably that is the only reason why we will do that. Say obi aye pe the pa catch and say oh ebi a World Cup ni me nya. But some come about my opportunity after the World Cup, I will come. So if that is it there, then it means the question of will Yebenya the yepe just for the World Cup. Honorable Kofi Adams like the Kaka just say Yebenya ni bi. It means Yebenya bi. But my problem and say ye kosue nyine gu having na basket no. Risk is too much of an extreme absolute risk. And and America about what say after winning the AFCON with Zambia, winning it with Ivory Coast, I guess they are on try that.
I tried Morocco.
Or try with Morocco. In the AFCON now, Algeria, Harvey Renard was a competitor with Morocco. In the AFCON now, Senegal, he was a competitor with Morocco. Then went to me and you don't give Obi absolute belief, but win him. Baby, you do a God had rich. Sometimes you gauge the mood of the nation and you simply give them what they want. Me assure say, ye ko World Cup ba. Na the BCBA chino. FNB announce say, a free necro, the Black Stars head coach, Harvey Renard, and he has been given maybe a 2 years, 3 years contract. Rich, majority of Ghanaians will be happy. Yeah. If say your coach, majority of Ghanaians say where the FNA appointed coach or Sefata Blasters ye nyina ye wo gidie se obetimi dia blasters no akọ enti baby a medi machi ta ekọ tete bia no me ye pia beta blasters na chi because now we have a perfect coach. Rich, then so be it. And a coach that will inspire the spirit of the nation behind the team. So I onunti any risky bibia. At the end of the day, Obia will be happy and say we've gotten there. So be it.
I'm in Combano, so this time, Yene Abi Fiones. Ana Edi Ayan Komonyami Aduma Ghana Mant Feno Omunso Erepe Life. I'm with him. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello? Hello? Hello, mommy.
Hello.
Pacho, good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho, now what to say?
Amiadumo, now swear.
Yamiadum, Yenso, Yahuyepa. Yedim say, Yamiaduma, Ghana man fair, ya, inviting chef from Yashisha, Jumedian, Chakrana, and also Basono, Abi Fiones, Mosmo Ba, Jumedina. So, first of all, as Obi Tia Jumedina or T. Edi, Abi Fionesa, House of Air Fashion, Jumedia Bepa. Anamudi awo makacho.
Abi Fiones, baby, ya pamade. Yeah, African print dresses.
Okay.
Emma, any mema from Nkwalamu Kopim in Penifum Obia Diu. Yeah, the young African print dresses, na Upper Ontario, and if you're ready to wear, Oba size, dear Ubenyabi. Sao Bebre, Newum, near my friend, Kwan, you are be Fiones House of Fashion.
Okay, and Obi tie na ebia, said the one kasa wukan, one kasa mo niema mo nipanebo, no one a bet chester ope, na my ediaman, so be tie no pese. One more edisa jumana akonya da hwana
me pacho ani ye wo fabrics na ya pam e wo ho a ye tom
na samia kasamo
different
okay na samia kasamo me fabric na me de ba no so akonya ho
de bia no de akonya ni ho eni ye mi sa akonya ne ye hwese ye betumi aye no so te say the one ye na ya ye no bebre na won to ba untumi nka se unya bi wom bebre nti wan kakra nya mienu ana miensa ni nyina so efe
okay nti mami ntia say ebia na me say me pe ebia short sleeve bi so ho me ankasa me wo me style bia ka me pese mo banwunwene na nka ja me so ma hye na me de apie eno no minisa akonya no say me pese me ba abifioneza
enu se dia wo kan yenyampa enu entu puno so won hihye mu but yenyanya bibisa se dia wa ne dia ye na ye ton hama adofo na ye
okay afi ma to asepan anopei me ba na me hwehwe niam ama ye event nyame anu kwani Monsano fe papa Monsano efenti so bi pe abifio na sisi na amoniama papa ma pempam no hoi so ye bema na oba na obi kra o penede amane ma he no mra na onimo me
abifio na e wo kumase o kaase Pentecost road ne so ye wo Palestra Fitness Gym na chi pe na abifio na wo
okay
your number is 0264.
Number ni de nyabotena yamobopa. 024 saying. Hello, mommy.
Hello.
Is there oba na me mabubi edu achintimiti o?
Me pacho you. 0264.
0264.
64. 45. 35.
Pacho
0264.
0264.
644.
644.
354.
354. Okay.
Your number.
Okay, nti aside on number odi atu gay ebi obi o kra fe na o chinchi mafide na ababeto o se abi furnace obi epema omra he
obo abi furnace they say social media nti ye baby ye wo ho platforms ni nyina ye handle abi furnace o pesa oba ya so ye nso a ubo abifiones e wo Google map no so a e do beba ba be si anim pe
mpacho mo he fasa
ye wo kaase
okay kaase
side ahun do kaase
mpacho kaase side he
kaase Pentecost asori dan no u be fa nanim ye wo na chi ntu be fa nanim jin kase bi wo ye friend palestra me wo na chi
okay mommy e da se pa no pay for your time. Okay. And you said you cheche mayala. No over corner. Already made.
Oko kasia. Man say o free. Mayanka ona ekwa. Odru. Yes, o sania ko baby electrolan wona. Unu electrolan ho. Won se Pentecost sorry dine. Palestra no gym no wo side ho na chi. Ana omo esi omo wo. Omo de omo say omo a omo fabric na omo de apam ntare no kama nti uba na star na ye ofe na ebe kowa na watimi achusi na wato
omo sa no so de efo efe papa di obi anko na ono so nkuto bi ati fo mpam chao e time no mfantwe homra na emeto aso mfa ma shawa so 4.5 ye batisia na edi eyen komonyame adoma ana mudi
print dresses ya na apamontare no tie friend ready to wear oba size bia ubenya bi
adoma yes ye beko
tino anka for you e worth it ana make say mimi je mfifin kakra mfifin am jani say Rich in this football world away bibie ni wa broni beka say cast in stone ana absolute say oya ebema resource intimini we yet here even though Kofododo na ngiri say very nice a good coach ye Kofo ne ba obetimi aboa blasters am ya wini AFCON ne ade no Rich it doesn't mean say ye Kofo ne ba ya be wini we can bring everywhere now and still not win because after Zambia after Ivory Coast Hamirena has taken Morocco to the AFCON twice. They didn't win. And the enye say, "You sacrifice me beer for him." Na you know anything ye na Obape na we win.
I mean, and the result cause Saudi Arabia and Gui.
Oh, the emphasis Saudi Arabia they hoye different terrain on the African continent in the context of African football there. Oh, yeah, super. But I am saying, say, enye 1+1. Enye chenchena ye ex na gu have na basket mu a we are going to win the AFCON. It will be a risk we will take. Now, sa risk no. Say say we will take sa absolute risk no and not give any other person a chance. And for instance, process here for me. What if say ready to pay? Na ye betimi anya obi nsoso a oye top coach who is ready to go with us to the World Cup, get to know the team through the tournament, not take a lot of risk with the expectations of Ghanaians on the World Cup, and say oh me bo World Cup ni we are, I would have an appreciable time to have studied the team at the World Cup, know the players or musubai baby entosini. Se uma me sa akonya no after playing the World Cup. Se me ntoaso I can build a very very good team out of the World Cup experience and give you what you want.
But you benya top coach. Kamena mu minimum aboko. De bibia enso ewo mu dada de ohia enso hye ana enso nwunu. Na so breakfast no bibia ay kama e diamant the new chocolate e wo dwaso ana so to be na breakfast no watimi edi aye na bibia no aye kama edi amawo ene anope sanso edna yede asrani bi edi ema aye oma anope oma so asene edi dwumadi edi bremo phytoscience Crystal Cell Ghana Limited so said diabetes and how cancer stroke me pacho o na a doctor for so akwada e ba say yes diabetes cancer stroke pressure no say high and low ye be ne kama e the amount fibroid oba wakọ hospital ye say fibroid abeda wa wudi ni ma so betumi akọ na ye enso e de afi ho aban e ba no chronic disease bia a phytoscience Crystal Cell Ghana akachi na mekan for mo ediama kumase cha kwan ewo amokom ya opposite Bank of Africa enkane kofodua so no eyade a phytoscience yo ho a ye twa so beba na yade a mabobo so ni na no yasa enso edi amaye number 0547 0625 0547 0625 na mone aya phytoscience mpanifo eli aya nkomo aya enwe na am the black stars nkomo de be there Saturday no
ebedia
ebenya time pa na edini
o cha ko ebedi bebre o cha Friday o cha ebedi bebre in Liver International say yenkai will be say the number 1 deodorant spray e wodwama so aya Rexona 72 hours no aba ne abatena open deodorant sprayer bacteria cause sweat e man fifre bani pa hono e kuno na e man fifre until na odigu ho e be ma ho ye sham the whole day na impose for 3 days na oda so tinka say ampa ho e sham every Rexona for no a Rexona 72 hours deodorant ni bi and I was to e sham e ye ma skin na e ma confident e ma ho sampa odi deodorant spray e di ego ho baby a ton deodorant bi a okwa onsa ebeka Rexona de ni bi na watimi ato okwa insist omga so we bi o so ya da bi ka chom say e Rexona 72 hours ni na obae na enu bi na omonton emfa amount supermarket no provision shop no okomo baby a ton deodorant bi a no okwa Rexona 72 hours no onsa ebetimi akabi na mom say open dodo atu a na open bebre atode a oko daddy ash ho ewa do market Mrs. Anoche Plaza a building ni ma opposite Boss FM onsa ebetimi account advanced savings opposite was so okay she won cry onsa ebekom and attack the market circle I bang car bang no onsa ebeka daddy ash ubetimi friend daddy ash I was 0531 013881 0531 013881 and or the dosopono ebebro anya daddy ashen kwa beauty glow and so ewo two shop ewo doom pz I be asempa pharmacy ho udu kejetia Dubai so a shop number G1549 I ben police station no on sa opposite gate 8 ewo kejetia side na CBG ewo mu no beauty glow and so our shop ewo ho Makola Mall na Makola Central Market and so our crown sa ebetimi aka beauty glow for no na on sa aka Rexona 72 hours no and so ebi enye Rexona nko 72 hours deodorant no and you live see en kan wasam nchao o seminar locks out the dare I fit lax seminar di dare e sham na e boy skin no by no say adutwom kra o maye ne kama e ye for skin no o more variety e puawuro e sham na wankasa di dare awon sampa we dare o body no baby e ton seminar bia wo kwa onsa ebeka locks no ebi open no so do atu a na wa free prince e was 0240 219191 0240 219191 ubetimi afa Liver International ankasa enso so e was 0543 384 958 0543 384 958
amso informasia na adom kase no ntoaso nyame adom a